I was sitting at a rectangular dinner table with my wife, Donna, my daughter, and her 3 children. So there were 6 of us. During the animated conversation, I glanced at my grandson, Bruce, age 11, who was sitting to my right. I could see that his eyes were filling with tears. So I said, "What's going on?" Quietly, he choked out the words, "Nobody's listening to me." And I said, it sucks when people don't listen to you. Would you like to figure a way to get what you want, to be listened to? He nodded. I said, "Well, let me check some stuff out first." So I turned to Bruce's mother, who was sitting across from him. He's to my right, she's across from him. And I asked if she had even heard Bruce speak. Nope. Bruce's grandmother, I asked, who was sitting across from me. Nope, she hadn't heard him speak. And so I turned to Bruce and I said, I hadn't heard him speak either. I said, "You do have a soft voice, and there was a lot of noise in the room and at the table." So I said, "Bruce, it sucks when people don't listen to you. Listening means to pay attention to you after hearing you. But in this case, it's not that nobody was listening. The truth is nobody even heard you, which would make listening impossible. Hearing first, then listening. People can't pay attention to you if they can't hear you. Do you understand that?" He thought for a moment. I'm not pacifying him. I'm not criticizing him. I'm teaching him. He thought for a moment and he said, "So how do I get people to hear me?" Reflexively, without a thought, I just threw my arms out as far as I could, like this. And I looked at the 3 people who were closest to me, including Bruce, while I opened my mouth and eyes really wide, and I lifted my eyebrows and I shook my head like this. It was quite an attention getter. And Bruce immediately laughed out loud as he understood what I was teaching him. In just a few moments, notice the power of this. Bruce had moved from tears to laughter. I didn't sympathize with him. I didn't tell him that nobody meant to hurt your feelings, which is what we tend to say. Nobody meant to. I listened to him. I felt his pain, and then I helped him see what was true. So I listened, loved him, and taught him, loving and teaching. Surprise. And then when he realized the truth of the situation, he asked for a solution, which is unusually mature, and then I immediately demonstrated a solution. I also told him that he could wave his hands or whatever it took to get people's attention, but he needed to do that without any irritation. Why? I taught him because anger drives people away. If you get angry, people want to listen to you even less. So later the same day, we were all playing a game that involved a lot of conversation and crosstalk and comments. And suddenly, Bruce stood up and waved his arms at everybody who was sitting at the table. I was, I guess, surprised. And I looked at him and said, "What are you doing?" My wife leaned over and said to me, "He's doing exactly what you told him to do." And then I remembered the conversation from earlier in the day, and I laughed and said, "Nice going, Bruce. You must have something to say. So speak and everybody will be listening." He had learned how to ask more productively for attention instead of feeling like a victim. He didn't need sympathy. He didn't need to be told to shut up either. He needed to learn how to get attention in a non-irritated way. Our children need us to listen to them, to accept them, to love them, and teach them how to be happy in the world. As we do that, we give them a gift far greater than a beautiful home, electronics, phone time, endless entertainment. We can learn how to love and teach our children. It's always about the parents, and real love will always lead the way. You can find out how by going to reallove.com.